Welcome back to another final table commentary. We got another stacked final table from the WCOOP 2019 series. 10K PKO high roller. We got David Peters sitting there with 40 big blinds. Wattenlos is back. Valters hanging on out with 26 bigs. Huang with 38. Igor with about 60. Greenstone, another middling stack, 36 big blinds. Mr. Tim Cam, the policeman, in second place with 90. Then we got Blanco with 29 blinds and Secret Mode in first place with 107, a 24k bounty on their head, the largest at the table. Boopity boo, the policeman with a straight draw to the 7. That'd be a very dirty card. Watnos with top pair will continue surely. Another straight draw to the 4 now for the policeman. Instead they just check it back. Make a pair of 6s. That's no good. Watlow sitting here with top pair likes to see a check back on the turn. You'd expect spades to continue firing. You'd expect a better 9 to continue to fire. You might see an 8 check back. So Watlos goes for some value, but none to be had. Secret Mode with the king queen suited will just play call. We typically don't want to play huge pots in this position in either Tim Cam, the policeman. You don't want to play big pots in his shoes. Secret Mode with the second nut flush draw. You don't want to play a huge pot here either. Uh-oh, what do? We face a jam. Do we just fold? Nope, we're going bounty hunting. There's an 8k bounty on Valter's head. The king 9 holds for Valter. They're up to 55 blinds now. Oh boy. Fourth place for them. Gonna get an opportunity to go for some of these bigger bounties such as David Peters or Wattenlos's. They will be in position on them. Doopity doo. Ace king for Huang is just gonna jam for about 40. Maybe closer to 35. Get it on through, and then Igor picks up pocket rockets. Watnos opening the deuces. I don't think we're defending. We're facing a 3-bet. Could go set mining, but we're just not deep enough. We don't cover for the bounty. It doesn't seem like a reasonable spot to go looking for a deuce. Tim Cam, the policeman, picks up aces this time. Huang with the king 10 facing a 3-bet. Same position as Watnos. No reason to go look trying to flop a straight or a straight draw, 2 pair. Just find a better spot. Nicely done by Huang. Boop-a-da-doo-da. Greenstone with the ace 4 of hearts will just lay it down, letting Valter's ace 4 go along to the flop with Secret Mode's king 8. Ace high board, good news for Valter. They'll just bet small and take it on down. Doopity-da. The policeman, this would be a wide open with king 4, but they're going to pass. Good stuff. David Peters sitting in the big blind with a couple of jacks, facing a limp, going to put in the re-raise. 3.5x. Secret Mode calls. Ace 10 flop. Not the best for your jacks, but you can still get called by worse if you bet here. Straight draws a pair of 10s. Maybe some other pocket pairs. Even the queen 8 suited with the backdoor flush and straight draw comes along, picking up that flush draw. Would be interesting to see what David Peters does here. I was going to say, another bet makes sense. What size do you go? I was leaning small, but David Peters says, I'm going to go big. Doopity-doo. Huang with an ace and a jack. Early position raise. Wattenlos with the defending hand. 7-5-3 flop. Both players miss. It is a better flop for the big blind, so Wattenlos leads out. Ooh, ace on the turn after Huang calls. Doopity-doo. Don't do it, Wattenlos. Give up. Time to move along from this hand. 8 of spades on the river. Watnos again sees a card that's good for the big blind. Huang block in the flush. with top pair will go for some value, but none to be had there. The policeman with 10-10. Ace-5 for Walter, defending the big Jack-Jack 8 flop. Goes check-check, 7 on the turn. Straight draw to the 9. For the policeman, only an ace for Walter. I wonder if he thinks an ace could be good here. He says no, probably not. Probably not with the 5 kicker. Boopity dum dumpity doo. Watton Los folds the ace 8. Don't know why I thought you're gonna play it. Doesn't make too much sense to call there. Policeman has been pretty aggressive here to start things off, but they've seemingly had cards to play, so doopity doo, they're just taking their spots. Blanco with the early position raise with king queen completely misses on this flop, but could look to steal it. Just goes check check, 8 on the turn. You wouldn't expect too many overpairs to check the flop. Blanco says, I'm just looking to go to showdown. Igor goes for a thin value bet here. If it was smaller, you could call it a block bet. But I think that's just like a straight up value bet trying to get called by king high. Watton Los with the ace king's gonna rip it in secret mode with pocket 9s. I think we're gonna land on a call. We do get it in. We're gonna need an ace or king. 3. Nope. Watton Los is out of here. 14k bounty going over to secret mode. Holy shit, they've got a lot on their head. $31,000 bounty. Blanco with aces but no action. Then the policeman gets the aces. Igor's gonna have a raise here with 10-9 suited. Doopity doo. Policeman goes for about a 3x raise. Igor could come along to a flop if he wants to. That he does. He flops middle pair. That's not good. Might pay a small bet here. Goes about half pot from the policeman. Maybe the 9-10 can just fold. Nope. Surely we can fold now. Ace king just got there. Queen 10 got there. Doopity doo. Another half pot size bet from the policeman. Igor with a pair of 9s folds. Doopity doo. That's a pretty big pot for the policeman. Pretty well ties himself with secret mode. Greenstone we finally get to hear from with an ace and a queen. 8-6 comes along to the 8-7 deuce flop. King on the turn after goes check check. Secret mode leads out small. Interesting stuff. Very good card for Greenstone. They call. Wonder if they have any nefarious intentions. 9-10 just got there. What else misses? 6-5. Interesting, very small bet. I think this gets paid off. We'll see what secret mode thinks. I think you have to go bigger if you want him to get a fold in 8. But secret mode might just think this is just a value bet. Nah, it's just too small, unfortunately. Doopity doo. There is the argument that you just are gonna go that sizing with your value bet, so maybe you should just bluff that size too there with represent the king or jack X. Dookity doo. Anyways, David Peters flops pretty well here, top pair, and has the deuce of hearts. Secret mode looking just for an ace. Has a straight draw to the 7, sorry. I missed it. Secret mode goes for the re-raise on the turn. What the hey? David Peters comes along, 1.2 million in the middle. Secret mode is probably gonna have to try to bluff a pair off their hand. Ooh, but they give on up. David Peters probably isn't going for value now. They'll just check it down and win the pot. Interesting raise on the turn. Hopefully, maybe secret mode is just hoping to fold out some pairs on the turn. Or maybe just some real weak draws might fold out, but then like, why are you raising? You could call I mean, it's really gross just to call twice with ace-9 no heart, but say you call the raise, and then you face another bet from that weak draw on the river. Like, what are you going to do if you just put him on some sort of queen of hearts or something like this? Anyways, we move along. Secret mode with the king-jack. Facing a 3-bet from the big blind, equal with the pocket rockets. This is a weird spot where secret mode, if this was suited, we're going along to the flop. Unsuited, I think we just find the fold. Like, there's been some 3-bets from aces where they're coming in from the big stack, putting some pressure on the middling stacks, and the middling stacks have to fold. But when it comes from one of the middling stacks, the middling stack 3-betting from the big blind, it's a pretty strong range, but nonetheless you can continue and look to go bounty hunting. Maybe make your hand. Boopity-doo. Scoop a big bounty. That's the deal. Anyway, secret mode with a pair of 5s and a gutter to the 4. Blanco with the pre-flop aggression will just slow right down with ace-jack, completely whiffing on the flop, missing on the turn, and giving right on up. Boopity-doo. Greenstone with a playable hand here. I was going to say, I don't know what we want to do. I think the policeman's going to play aggressive against us. They do check back pre-flop. They check back the flop. They check back the turn. Ace on the river, and we go for some value. I mean, nicely done by Greenstone. Nothing. No danger there. Just limp on in, make a better pair. Boopity doo. Ace and a king gonna limp on in. Blanco thinking about it with 3-7. Policeman checks it over on the paired board. Blanco checks back. I don't think Blanco's gonna bluff, even though 300k would be amazing right now. Oh, we're just gonna make a pair of 3s. The policeman ain't gonna be too happy about this one. Might even call a river bet. Doopity doo. I call there too. Ace king, you checked it all the way down. Just hope your opponent somehow shows up with a bluff. Not this time. Uh-oh, Walter goes for the 3-bet, and David Peters waits around for quite a while. Wakes up with ace king. Is just gonna jam facing the 3-bet and take it down pre, up to 46 bigs, 1 in the middle. 8-jack, probably not gonna defend because Blanco is gonna rip the queens. Tim quickly calls with the 10s. Oh, a 10 on the turn, but a queen on the river. What a weird happening that was. Tim makes his set on the turn. Queen on the river. Policeman was just going through a wider range of emotions. Beep-a-doo. Huang's 10s are holding up for the time being. Going for another value bet on the turn. And taking it down. 33 blinds for them. King queen for David Peters on the button will raise. Huang defends queen 6. Interesting stuff. In this position, I figured we would have wanted to go into chip preservation mode. We do have a straight draw to the 3. And a 6 is also good. The board looks like one that you could have fired. King on the river. Certainly can't get David Peters to fold now. 442,000 to go. The queen high folds. Blanco with a jack and a 10. Getting called from 3-3 in the small. King high board. Blanco could try to rep that king. We didn't need to go this big, but the bet will get through. Maybe if you go smaller, Huang calls. So maybe you do need to go that big. Biggity doo. Hey, Igor with the 7-5 trying to limp it in. Greenstones check checks back 10-4. Min bet on the ace high board will get through for Igor. Blanco with 8-8. Early position raise. They have done this a few times now. We'll see what people think about it. Igor says, maybe you're doing this a little bit too wide. King 10 goes in for the 3-bet. Blanco calls. Jack 3-3 flop. 2 diamonds out there for Blanco. Very small bet from the King 10 with the backdoor straight and flush draw. Complete brick on the turn. I wonder how married Blanco is to these 8s. It would be cool to see them call down. Personally, I'm afraid of this bet, and Blanco is as well, and they find the fold. Nice play by Igor to take that one away from the pocket 8s. Walter. Ooh, I wonder if we ever flat here. Greenstone says, no, that sounds ridiculous. I don't know why I thought Queen would slow play, but it does not. Igor with the ace and a queen. Secret mode with the same suit. Will flop top pair with the 7 deuce. 4 on the turn is no help for Igor. Secret mode leads out. They didn't need to go that big, to be honest with you, but they get called anywho. Goes check on the river. Nicely done by secret mode to hang in there with the 7 deuce, get a value bet in on the turn. Picked a bigger sizing than I would have expected. And they get the value bet. Boopity bop. We'll see what David Peters does with the 8 deuce suited. They come along, no pair for them. Blanco with middle pair could check back. That they do. King on the turn. Value bet time for Blanco. Or they just check back once again. Any card above a 10 is no good, but except for a king, I suppose. And if you can get a bluff out of David Peters here with 8 high, which you do, lovely check back by Blanco. Way to go. Could go for a value bet. There it is. 8 high has to fold. Nicely done, Blanco. I would have got David Peters out of there on the turn. Boopity bum, bumpity boo. Ace 9 rips for about 20 big blinds. Walter has to fold the suited king. Really wanted to go to a flop there. Ooh. Nut flush draw for Huang on a paired board. Igor with 2 overs. The straight draw to the queen. Heart comes on the turn. Don't think Igor continues to fire away here. Nope. 4 on the river. Huang goes for some value. So Igor beats like king, queen, 8, 9. Those are very easy hands to think about. There might even like 8, 7. No way. That's a little bit too wide. Queen 10. Nope, that's a pair. Yeah, it's hard to find some bluffs there on the river, so Igor finds the fold and we move along. David Peters with 3 twists straight and 2 overs to the 8s. Backdoor club draw as well. Ace is a scare card for those 8s. If I'm David Peters, I fire away. Not this time. 8-8 is in a weird spot. Goes for a block bet. I want to see a raise. Not this time. King Jack folds and we move along. Queen Jack. Igor continuing the limp-in strategy, letting 9-5 see a flop for free. Has a double gutter to the 8 or 4. Takes a stab. Queen Jack is in a weird spot with the backdoor flush draw and 2 overs. Does come along. 3 of diamonds on the turn. 4 on the river, but that's a diamond for Igor. Bets about 2/3. I don't know if we pay it off here. Any diamond beats us. Any diamond. Probably not going to see a big value bet from all the diamonds, but I'd imagine some of the diamonds go for a check call. Doopity doo. Falter is going to rip the ace queen. David Peters snaps it off. Flop stop set. No king for Falter, so they're out of here, and David Peters picks up a huge bounty. Boopity boo. 10-10. David Peters right back in there. Blanco with a defending hand, but they used it as a 3-bet bluff. They've done such a good job of picking up hands and making good plays. It's interesting. The first thought I have is David Peters has been one of the tighter players on the table. I think that's just due to card distribution, though. And they pick up a big stack, so they're certainly going to be willing to get after it, being in second place position. So Blanco wants to read into that right away and fight back. Uses the ace 5-0 as a 3-bet bluff. I mean, it's a very easy fold. It's not like ace queen suited if you 3-bet and then face a 4-bet where you don't know what to do with yourself. Doobity doo. So I suppose I like it from Blanco. Nicely done. Just unfortunate timing. 10 jack for Blanco. They're going to go for the raise. Secret mode with ace 4 suited. We could be going like 4 ways to a flop here. David Peters in the small with jack 10 suited could 3-bet, but I don't know why. Try to buy the pot pre. So we're going to call. And Huang has got a queen 9 suited, so we're 4 ways to the flop. King 4-3. Nobody's got straight flush draw, no straight draw. Ace 4 is good for the time being. Ace 4 bets and is going to get it on through. Right, Blanco? Yeah, we're going to eventually fold. Doopity doo. The policeman, ace 4 suited, took a few hands off. He's going to get in there. David Peters with 8s will call. Are we going 4 ways again? Nope. Wang folds the small. Middle set for David Peters. The policeman. Backdoor straight and flush draw. Probably not going to get to see a free card. Probably not even going to pay off this small bet. I'm afraid of the check raise. I was just thinking that. Don't use this as a bluff, policeman. Uh-oh. Diamond's complete. The policeman sitting here with ace high. No, he's got a pair of 4s now. He'll slow down. So he's ahead of like jack 9, queen jack with 1 diamond. Are you going to be able to call? Nope. Policeman just folds on the turn. People are trying to play back against David Peters, and it's just not been a good idea. We'll see if anybody else takes the opportunity. As we see Igor take the queen jack suited, trying to buy the pot here pre, and it gets the king jack to fold. Nicely done, Igor. Dookity doo. Huang with queen jack going for a raise. Policeman defends 8 jack O. 5-3 deuce flop goes check check. 6 on the turn. No straight draw for policeman. He could buy the pot though. 5 on the river. Again, you can buy the pot. Oh shucks, he doesn't. Queen jack is good. 5-7 for David Peters. Policeman, ace jack in the small. 3-bet. Do it. All in. There we go. David Peters folds. Policeman takes it down. 34 blinds. Ace and a jack this time for Igor. Secret mode in the big blind with a defending hand. Doesn't flop too well though. Good flop for the big blind, so we could try to buy the pot. No equity bluff. I suppose a queen 10. Doopity doo. 6 on the river. Secret mode is just showing down the queen high. Igor, what are we doing here? Interesting stuff with the ace jack. Again, it's like a big bet, so we're trying to get value. Are we turning our hand into a bluff? Uh-oh, Blanco rips ace-jack. Ace-king suited for secret mode is never folding here. Oh, jack on the flop, though. That's pretty darn dirty. Just like that, secret mode 56 blinds. Blanco with 46. So a 23 big blind jam. Or 22. I suppose it makes some sense, as in, you don't want to raise and then have to call off a 3-bet. The thing is, you might be getting some of those hands, such as like ace-5 suited to fold pre, where you might have got a 3-bet out of them had you min-raised. It's a weird spot. Blanco says I'm just all in. Fortunately for them, they smack a jack. I mean, what's going to happen most often is they're just going to jam and get it on through pre. Doopity-doo. That's the most frequent outcome, as policeman gets the queens through pre with no action. Then they get the old pocket 9s and secret modes raising 4-3 suited at like another gun +1. Boopity bop. Policeman calls a pair of 4s for secret mode. It's really interesting to see this. Oh, 9 on the turn. That's good news for the policeman. Secret mode. Checks it back. Full house for Tim Cam. Betting pretty big here. Secret mode beats hearts. Could put him on some sort of king jack, jack 10 of hearts. Yeah, he does put him on some sort of heart draw. Even any ace high heart draw. But would they bluff? Is the question. Anyways, policeman gets paid. Secret modes at 41 blinds. Tied, or pretty well tied with the policeman for second place. Dookity-da. David Peters with a pair of 4s. Going for a little protection. Ace 6 is in a weird spot. Backdoor straight draws, and ace high could be good. Gonna have a hard time navigating, so Blanco finds the fold. Boopity-doo. What do we do in the small here? Queen deuce. Pair of 4s for secret mode with the backdoor flush draw. I was gonna say a 6 might check back, a 4 might want to bet for protection. Secret mode says no, I'm just gonna check this one down, I think. All the way down to the river where there's an 8. Boopity-doo. Hard to get paid here. Would king high call? Would queen high call? Blanco's thinking about it, but not gonna pay it off. Tim Cam, the policeman with a queen and a 10. That's gonna be a raise for them. David Peters could defend 5-7. That they do. They flop middle pair, but bad timing as Tim Cam's got top pair. Doopity-doo. Small bet about a quarter. Gonna have to pay this one off. David Peters puts in the raise. Uh-oh. Tim Cam is gonna call 5 on the turn. Are you serious, Poker Stars? Ah, they're just doing our policeman dirty like that? He's just out here to serve and protect? King on the river? Maybe we can fold now? I think we can fold queen 10. All in. What misses? So 6-8 makes a straight. 5-6 makes only a pair. Oof, nice fold from the policeman. You know, when I start to count out some bluffs, I give them credit for bluffing with pairs and whatnot, and it's like, I don't know if that's what's happening here. So it's a matter of like, do you think your opponent's going super wide here? The 5-7 raise on the flop was pretty wide, but they turned 2 pairs. Goes for the full 3 streets of value. Trying to get that 8K bounty. Nice fold from the policeman. Queen jack for David Peters. Let's go to a flop. Sticks in a 3-bet even. King 9 is in a weird spot. It's suited, but I don't think we want to call. Again, it's one of those spots we don't cover for the bounty. We expect David Peters to do this quite aggressively. We're just going to have to show some respect for the time being. Boopity-doo, look at this 6-10 suited. So you think back on Blanco's ace-5 3-bet. It looks a lot better now. David Peters has shown just the willingness to open quite wide, quite aggressively. Igor's in a weird spot. Got shot to the 10. We have to call. Backdoor hearts. Oh my lord, and Igor sticks in the re-raise. David Peters folds 10 high. I kind of like it by Igor. You're only going to be put in weird spots on the turn and river. Queen Jack could be the best hand. Igor uses it as a raise. Interesting stuff. Sixes for David Peters. Early position raise. Blanco calls the ace queen. Flops top pair. I like the call pre-flop. Keeping all the worst ace X, all the junky shit. You're going to have a hard time navigating, but I think you're in call mode. Providing there's no club. Sixes, we'll see how far they go. They gotta think they're no good here. What do you beat here with 6-6, no club? Probably just check it down though. You're like, yeah, I'm not beating anything, but I'm also not gonna bluff. Ace queen would have been put in a really weird spot there. Weird spot for Blanco with the sevens. Gonna play an all-in. Secret mode snaps it off. Ace on the turn. That will dead Blanco. Doopity-doo, Blanco. That's an unfortunate happening. About 30 big blinds. A little bit more. Almost 40 it looks like actually. Just takes the open rip. I was gonna say we could do some limping, but then when we face the re-raise from secret mode, I think the play is to jam. So it's like either way we're getting in the sevens versus the ace king, I think. Like Blanco could always limp call. Do you ever raise fold? That seems stupid. I'm just thinking like what are the other options that we could do other than just open ripping? Again, it's one of those spots where the most frequent happening, just like with the ace jack for Blanco, is you rip and you get it on through. And then both times when he did that, it just so happened to be secret mode waking up with ace king. Pairs sixes will not keep Blanco alive unless David Peters folds. Secret mode is trying his damnedest to keep Blanco in the game. David Peters says no, my 9 might be good here. Huge pot and about a 9k bounty. Pretty good deal for David Peters. Policeman not going to get this race through. David Peters with the pocket pair will rip. Policeman folds. King 10 for secret mode. No action. 8-8 for greenstone in the big blind. David Peters might go bounty hunting. I see a raise coming in. Greenstone rips. David Peters needs some diamonds. Oh, what diamond on the turn. That's so dirty. Poker stars, why do you do that? Greenstone just hangs out. What do you mean, well played Greenstone finishing 6th? It's like, you are so disrespectful. Do you not just see what happened there? Greenstone just hung out. Of course he played well. Why are you giving David Peters the flush? He literally called him off, just completely dominated. Oh no. Anyways, David Peters just gonna run over this final table, it looks like. Huang with the flush draw. Bombs away, half pot. Pair of 8s calls. Oh, Huang does make the flush on the river. David Peters, I don't think we're calling a river jam. No, we are not. We beat Jack 9, Queen Jack. One liner to a 7 out there. I wonder how relevant that is. It's gotta have some relevance. Not much though. David Peters does find the call in the end and sees the bad news. So just as I was saying, David Peters is going to run over the final table. He loses a huge pot to Huang. Boopity doo. I mean, that call there just shows some respect for Huang, saying that I think you are capable of bluffing here. David Peters must know something about Huang. Probably have played for a while. Anyways, we move along. Pair of sixes. Igor with jacks, and they hold up. 7-5 was already a straight. Pocket fours somehow got there. If they wouldn't have been playing in the hand, would they now? Jacks go for some more value. David Peters makes a nice fold this time. Don't do it, please, man. Nah, ace 8, he goes for the raise. Secret mode with ace 8 as well. Folds, swing, ace king will rip. Policeman folds. Secret mode, a suited ace will raise it up. David Peters with king 10. He has 3-bet before, but this isn't suited. Doesn't matter. Ace jack in the small folds. I think secret mode folds as well. Just kidding. Jack 9, 3 flop. What a weird situation now that Huang has a big stack. I'm just thinking secret mode probably wants to preserve chips. You're going to have a hard time playing post flop here with your ace 8. When you make top pair, you aren't going to be super comfortable anyhow. You really just want to make flush over flush, and how likely is that? Very, very unlikely. Do. 8-4 for David Peters is going to get nice and aggressive. Take it on down. Placeman down to 13 bigs. Boopity doo. Straight draw for Huang. He's going to check back the flop. No flush draw, but now a straight draw to the 7 for secret mode as well. Oh, how dirty a 7 would be. Oh, but look at this. Secret mode bets, and Huang folds the straight draw. I mean, king high was good, but doopity doo. Kings for Igor. No action. Boopity doo. Jack 3 in the small for David Peters. What do we do here? We limp it on in. Pair of 9s for Huang. Ooh, bottom pair turns into 3 of a kind for David. Huang goes for a little protection, some value as well. Faces the check raise, not too happy about this. Plays call anyhow. King on the river. That's kind of a brick. What is bluffing? 4-5, 5. Whoa, yeah, like 5 deuce. What? Limp pot. It'd have to be suited. There is some hands. Diamonds. The pair of 9s finds the fold anyhow. Ace king going for the 3-bet, and David Peters with ace 9 will play call. Jack 7-6 flop. Third pot size bet, a little bit less, maybe closer to 25%. 3 on the turn. David calls again. Check from Huang. David's gonna have to try to buy this pot here. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, he's gonna have to try to buy it, otherwise he loses. Stack the pot ratio 1-1. A little bit more in Huang's stack. We will check down the ace 9 and lose. Huang's up to 67 bigs, finds himself in first place. That's a nice big pot there, as Igor's going to get a jamming spot. No call from Tim Cam. Boopity doo. Jack and an 8 for David Peters. Huang, do we 3-bet here? We haven't seen too much of it, but he does find the 3-bet. Nicely done. David Peters folds and we move along. Ace jack going for the raise, taking it down. Doopity dop doppity doo. Are we playing king 3? Are we doing it? Secret mode does go for the raise. King 9 in the big blind. Ace jack flop. We aren't chopping it just quite yet. 10, a 9, a queen, a 6. Would a 6 chop? Yep. Jack would have chopped. 4 would have not chopped. Boopity boo. David Peters with a jack and a jack. Doesn't look like they're going to get any action. Mr. Policeman getting pretty fucked by the deck here. Boopity doo. Jack 10-0 will get on through for David Peters. Ace 9, I think we jam. 10-8 could go bounty hunting. If it wants to. I don't think we want to throw around chips though. But we will see. Maybe if it was for less. Maybe under like 9 big blinds we call with 10-8. That's my guess. The thing is, the bounty's so valuable. It's a weird one. Tim Cam did kind of tighten up, but that's again just due to having shitty cards. So maybe that gave David Peters the perception that he might be doing a bit tighter. King Queen with top pair. We'll bet on the turn and take it on down. Acey deucey for secret mode. And a suited ace in the small blind. We're going to a flop, aren't we? Oh no, Igor says I'm going to 3-bet. Ace deuce. I don't think we can call here. Secret mode again. In this situation, he does cover him for the bounty, but if you make your flush, it's not. Oh, aces. If secret mode made their flush, it wasn't necessarily likely that they're gonna get paid. Let's see a call. Jack 10 picks up a straight draw on the turn, but of course that bricks. Tim Cam doubles on up, 20-some blinds, getting an ace. David Peters with a shoving hand finds the all-in. Tim Cam folds. Ooh, kings. Ace 8 goes for the raise. 3-bet incoming. Probably gonna have to fold here. That he does, and we move along. Tim Cam with the jack and a 10 with a few more chips says, hey, I'll get back into the playing the game. Secret mode, ace jack. Oh, under the gun. Ace king for David Peters sticks in the 3-bet. I think we might go to a flop this time. Maybe. Secret mode folds. I was wrong. Nice play by secret mode. David Peters has been doing quite a bit of 3-betting against you. Might be getting annoying. Oh no, Igor with aces. They're getting cracked by secret mode. Oh no. Re-raise from the king and the 7. Igor calls. 10 on the turn, no help. King 7 goes for some more value. Igor, what do we do? Call. 7 on the river. Oh no, secret mode's all in. Oh, secret mode checks. Igor might check it back. What does he go for value? I don't think it's an all-in size if you bet. You beat like king 4 and king 10. Oh no, he does jam. I was gonna say, if we're trying to get called by king 4, potentially king 10, king jack, king queen. I don't know if we go all in. Interesting stuff. Igor says, yes, I still go all in. Unfortunate timing for them. Speaking of an unfortunate timing, 2 pair now for David Peters. 8-9 does make a straight. 10-9 out there, 8-9 out there. Oh no, that's a straight again. A 1-liner to a 4, but we got 2 pair. Huang with top set. Again, it's a weird spot. Oh, he just checks it back. Okay. I was gonna say, like, what size do we go? If we're trying to get called by some of these hands, we gotta pick a size that they can actually call. Huang says, I don't want to face a check raise all in. So he just checks back top set. And way to hang in with the ace 8 here. Making top pair. Facing another big bet from secret mode. Quick call. Secret mode makes a pair on the river. They'll just check back. Right? Oh, are we going to rep ace 5? Ace 4, ace 3? No. Ace king, I suppose, is in there. Is in there as well. Boopity doo. Ace 5 for secret mode, making top pair. Bottom pair for the policeman. No backdoor straight or flush draw. They might just find a fold. Not quite. 3 on the turn. Goes check, check. 9 on the river. Secret mode sizes up about a half pot size bet. The policeman's going deep in the tank. Hopefully they can fold this. Doopity doo. Would a king high bluff? Nope, I don't think so. The policeman says, I'm just folding. No value for you, bucko. Jack, jack for David Peters. Gets called by the queen 10 in the big. 4, 4, 3 flop. Quarter pot size bet. Quick call from the queen 10. Interesting stuff. 3 on the turn. Double paired board. David Peters with the 3 pair. Boopity doo da da bitty doo. 3-4 limping in. 3-4 checks it back. 3-4 flops 2 pair. Starting things off with a check. 3-4 goes for 3/4 pot size bet. And the 3-4 calls. Secret mode checks again out of position. David Peters goes small. 300k after betting 3/4 on the flop. Interesting stuff. Bottom 2 pair. Secret mode goes for the re-raise. 3-4 is going to find the call here. King on the river, diamonds complete. I don't think this goes check check, but it could, I suppose. It's still bottom 2 pair, and is like an 8 going to call you? I say I don't think this goes check check, but the more I talk, it sure sounds like it's going check check. So they chop it up. Huang with 8s. Some like 60 big blinds deep almost. Secret mode with the suited king will just fold pre. Doopity doo dam. Huang limps on in 8-6. The policeman with 9 deuce will check it back. Queen 8-7 flop. Huang stabs and takes it down. Secret mode with a queen. Oh no, sorry, that's not a queen. A 10 and an 8. David Peters with middle pair on a 3 flush board. 6 on the turn. Queen on the river. Secret mode. Blocking Jack 10. Won't stab because of course there's hearts out there and that's more relevant. Although when it checks all the way down to the river, Jack 10 does become more relevant. Kings for Huang. David Peters, ace deuce in the big. This flop's horrific. Like, I mean, the hand in general flops horrific. Jack, jack, deuce is just one of the many flops that you hate to see. As you feel the need to call off a bet, with the ace of hearts you block bluffs. 3 on the river is a complete brick. Are you going to fight for the chips in the middle is the question. 1.4 million to go. Nice fold from David Peters. Couple of 7s going to war here, and we both flop a pair of 7s. Top kicker is obviously a lot better than the 8, but at least the 8. No, we don't have any redraws. My bad. Yes, we do. No, we don't. That'd only be 4 in a row. Say a 9 comes. 6-6 is the run out. 1.6 in the middle. 500k to go. Quick call by secret mode. Huang sees the bad news. Uh-oh. If David Peters 3 bets. Oh boy, I'm afraid for the policeman. He does jam. I wanted the 3 bet to come in to save the policeman. Obviously, one queen is already dead. Secret mode's never folding. Ace king. He jams. Diamond, nope. Nothing to save the policeman. They just leave out in 4th place. Boopity doo dum da doppity doo. Queen 8 deuce flop. Wang takes a stab with 10 high and gets it on through. Boopity doo. 3-handed. Ace 3 is going to be a raise on the button. David Peters could 3-bet. There it is. Do we just fold ace 3? That we do. Jack 4, gonna find the fold. Interesting stuff. I would have played it, but we're looking at 2 bigger stacks. Secret mode is not gonna be afraid to defend the big blind. Gotta remember that 27k bounty on your head. As you see, both players make a pair of kings on the river. Does the 6 play? I think the 6 plays. Holy shit. Couple of 6s going to war. David Peters will get the better 6 to fold. Nicely done. That's why you use that shitty hand as a raise. Boopity doo da 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 pity doo. Ace deuce for David Peters, flopping a wheel draw. Middle pair for Huang. 9 kicker. You really want to buy the pot now. Backdoor spades. David Peters has to come along. 6 on the turn. That's a pretty good card for your 9-4. Bets half pot. David Peters folds. 3 ways to the king 9-4 flop. Huang and David Peters with a straight draw, middle pair, plus the backdoor flush draw for secret mode. Are we going 3 ways to the turn? I think sometimes I fold ace 9 here, but 3-handed, maybe we call. Secret mode says, yeah, I'm gonna call. Boopity doo. Jack on the river, giving David Peters the best of it, and Huang a pair. Queen 10 is the nizzles, so he might size up big, hope for somebody to have king 9, king jack. Probably not king 9. Maybe some 4-3. Not likely. The pair of jacks is good enough for Huang to find the call. I'm thinking about 2 pairs, but with the smaller bet from David Peters, the 1 pair is good enough to call. Huang with a straight draw to the jack. We'll bet and take it on down. 3-6 suited for secret mode. Huang does defend the big with 5-9. Doesn't flop nothing. Secret mode with the same deal. Betting small, the 9 high folds. David Peters with an AC dosey. King high board, good news for secret mode. Backdoor hearts for David Peters, backdoor straight. And the top pair draw. Ace on the turn, 1.7 million in the middle. Goes check check, 9 on the river, good for 2 pair now. Secret mode is going to size up a river bet. 1.3 to go. Quick call from David Peters, who slow played the ace on the turn. Sees the bad news. Nice pot for secret mode. At first that ace looked so lucky, but then in the end it was actually super unlucky. 5-8 with bottom pair. David Peters with a spade draw. 7 on the river, a 1-liner to a 6er jack. Bluff. Bluff. There it is, pot size bet. Secret mode does find the call with a pair of 8s. Holy shit. Whoa wee wah. I was expecting a quick fold there. Boopity doo, doppity doo. Secret mode. 9-6. Trying to steal the pot away from Huang, who calls with the ace 4. 8 on the turn. Straight draw for secret mode, who can continue to fire now. Throw in a bet. There it is. 1 million. 1.1. 7-8 versus 7-8. This is the fun stuff. This is what we came here for. 7-8 goes to the raise and 7-8 folds. Dang it. 9-10 for Huang. Flush draw for David Peters. The 7 deuce is doing good for him. Will he smack a 6 or club? Pot size bet putting 9-10 in a weird spot, but it has to call. Ace on the river. Ooh boy. 7 high. Does put in a small bet. On Huang folds. I was going to say we have a nice call down hand. Although some ace of clubs draws just got there on the river. I was thinking to myself, I wonder, does the ace high draw go for the pot size bet on the turn? That seems like it might be some other stuff going for that size of a bet. Nonetheless, with the smaller sizing, David Peters is repping that ace, I think. Boopity doo, maybe some 2 pairs, saying this isn't going to be an easy spot for you to call down. Interesting hand anyways. Look at this here from Huang on a 5 flush board. I wasn't even paying attention. Secret mode goes for the big old bet. Trying to buy the pot. Huang says, no, I'm actually buying the pot. Ooh, we both got hearts here. Huang does call king deuce deuce 2 hearts. Uh-oh. A paired board. This shouldn't get all in, I don't think. 8 on the turn, bringing a club draw. Big bet from the queen jack, and 6 deuce has to fold. Doopity doo. Secret mode, 10 jack versus the 4s. Straight draw on 2 overs for secret mode. Backdoor clubs would also do. A jack is good though. Weird spot with 4s. Small bet. Just fold. Nicely done. I was going to say, do we want to even continue here? David Peters says, no, I really don't want to, even facing a small bet. Jack 7 on the button, going for the raise. David Peters defending the small with king 10 suited. 9-5-3 flop. What do we do here with king 10? Plays call, queen on the turn. Straight draw now to the jack. King 10 still good. Diamonds complete. Secret mode sitting there with jack high and that 7 of diamonds. Might want to bluff here. Nope, not this time. King 10 is good. I think he's going to be kicking himself after seeing that showdown. But we get the ace queen for secret mode. David Peters with the ace 8 blind on blind. We might even go for a raise facing a limp. No. Check back. We've both flopped top pair. Interesting stuff. 1 big blind to go. Can't fold yet. Straight draw to the 9 now for David Peters. Or an 8 to make 2 pair otherwise. This will be a nice pot going secret mode's way. King of hearts on the river. I wonder if this checks down. I think I go for some more value, but secret mode says it looks like I only got 2 streets of value in me. Maybe I'll try to catch a bluff here on the river. Or let your worst hand still value bet. This has got to be a call then. Don't you dare fold. Call. You block queen jack. Hearts got there, but oh well. Is he sizing up a raise? Just a call in the end. Boopity bum. I suppose to be fair, it's not like it's an easy call. There's still 2 pairs out there and whatnot. Ace on the board. You limp pre. This just seems like it's going to be one of the strongest hands you're going to have. With the ace queen, you got to call down with it. Ace 9 limping in. David Peters, jack 3 will check it back. King, queen, 8 flop, 2 diamonds. Those don't matter. The 3 on the turns will change things though. David Peters still with the best of it down on the river. 2 big blinds going their way. Boopity doo. Secret mode with the 6s this time. Ace 8 in the small. Could re-raise? Does jam for 30 bigs. Secret Mode, sitting here with a pocket pair, says this pair's probably good pre-flop. Does call flops a set. David Peters does make a pair of 8s, but that's no good, obviously. Oh my lord, and then we get 9s versus 10s? The heads-up battle just right away? We're just getting coolers? Well, Secret Mode... Oh my god, and he flops a full house. Just like that, Secret Mode wins the whole frickin' tournament. Well, GG Secret Mode. You frickin' came in here with a huge old stack, and then you just ran over the final table. Obviously, lost some chips throughout the final table, but 24k to start things off. Holy shit. 107 big blinds. But, like, yeah, they... where is it? They eventually lost some pots. They were down to middling stack. Boopity boo. I'm just quickly skipping on through this. Doesn't matter. Anyways, Secret Mode, great game. David Peters played a good game. That was fun to see by them. As soon as they got some chips and they just put their foot on the gas and ran the final table for quite a while there. Anyways, if you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this shit out. Adios.